I'm often asked if I list my items as buy it now or auction when I'm selling them on eBay, and I actually have very strong feelings about this because I was recently personally victimized by auctions on eBay, and I just don't think I'm ever going to do it again, and I'm going to go into all the details as to why that is in this video. Generally speaking, when I list things on eBay, I put them up as buy it now at a set price, and I have best offer turned on so that the buyers can make an offer, I can accept it, and we can get the item sold. There is no limit to how long they're on eBay. They can be there for a month, a year. It just depends on how long you keep that item up. Every now and then though, I will do an auction and get rid of old stuff, liquidate old items, not expecting to get like a ton of profit, but to at least get traction to my store so that people buy other items. I figure it's a way to clean out, you know, my inventory bins, make room for all the new stuff that I've been getting. And I actually do have some theories as to why this particular auction went so bad. I had all kinds of auctions under yesterday. Not all of them sold. They were just mostly stale inventory, and TJ's packing them up. He pulled them all Saturday because he's the best.
Stay up till 3 a.m. pulling together from the 1,000 bins you have into these
all
4.
Of these.
It wasn't a good idea. I feel like the idea was it brought traffic to your store.
Sure, because I had to get rid of some old stuff anyway.
Right, and it's like it's gonna go in the garbage anyway. But if someone only buys one for 99 cents, then they pay shipping, but then we pay that same amount of shipping basically. So really, those don't make any money on the 99-cent ones. The ones that do make money are where people buy multiple things. So if you buy like 8 things like this person, it's like, okay, you paid 99 cents for each thing, but then it's like $80 shipping.
Yeah.
But the problem is, then people say, I want to combine with the shipping, even though the idea is that you don't combine shipping. Someone could have bought 100 things from me for 99 cents and then asked to combine all the shipping.
I would have just said no. Yeah. I know.
If you take it to an extreme.
This got rid of old stuff.
You live and learn.
I also don't even think it brought that much traffic to my store. It just wasn't that successful.
I think at the end of the day, you listed 120.
Yeah, 120. And how many sold?
I think you had like 40 sell, 30 paid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the other thing is with auctions, you just don't know who's gonna pay. Well, thank you, babe.
Anyway.
I appreciate it. So issue number 1 is you can pull out all your auction items, but you don't know what you're gonna be shipping out because number 1, it has to get bid on, and number 2, they have to actually pay, which is an issue. Because as we know, if someone bids on an auction, it doesn't mean they have to pay. Just like with making an offer, if someone makes an offer for you and you accept it in your store, they don't have to pay, and it's really annoying. Now granted, none of these items were fresh auction items, which I think would have fared better. They were stale listings that were at a buy it now for a long time. I didn't tweak the listings at all. I just selected them, pushed them to an auction, 7-day auction ending on a Sunday, which was probably a mistake that I made. I should have tweaked the listings, maybe changed the photos up a little bit, added a few more keywords, but totally my mistake that I didn't do that. I was just, again, trying to offload inventory. So we pulled out all of the auction items and put them all in bins. And this is where I made mistake number 2. I put everything up as 99 cents. That was the starting bid on all the items. But I added $8 shipping to everything. And I did put in the description of each of the auction items, no combined shipping, because I really didn't want to encounter a situation where somebody bought 20 99-cent things and then wanted me to combine shipping on all of them. I didn't want to lose that money. Again, maybe that was totally my bad as the seller, but there were buyers who, despite my disclosure, still asked to have combined shipping, and I did give it to them because I don't want to come off as, you know, a jerk or anything. That was disheartening, to say the least. So like I said with TJ, I think the better option would have been to set the price at like $8 flat as the starting rate with free shipping. That way people don't feel as inclined to ask for combined shipping, right? Maybe auction pros out there will tell me everything I did wrong. I would actually love to hear your thoughts down below. If you do a lot of auctions, please tell me how you make them successful, how you know what items to auction off and what not to. So yeah, that got interesting. Not only that, but I think the kinds of buyers that auctions can sometimes attract aren't always the most ideal buyers, because I had a few items returned to me and I got an INAD defect on both of them. For those of you that don't know, INAD is item not as described, and if you get too many of those, eBay will ding you with extra fees every single month, 5%. of everything you sell, you'll be charged as like a fine or a penalty if you get too many items not as described. So it's something you really want to avoid at all costs. So what was kind of frustrating to me as a seller was these items were a few dollars at most. And to have them returned with those defects was just so not worth it. Like, so not worth getting those defects on my account for the few dollars that I got on the sale, which ended up losing me money. So that was really special. And I'm not here just to like complain. I mean, eBay is phenomenal and it's made me a lot of money. I love doing buy it now. I'm just articulating why I'm never going to be doing auctions again. I just don't think I'm ever going to do auctions on eBay again. Like, ever. I had emotional damage. It was too much. Maybe if I get like a really hot, unique, rare item, that's a good instance for an auction. But even then, is an auction the best place for it? I do feel like auctions are just a way for a buyer to get a really good deal on something. And I think that's what they're looking for. And I think that's what buyers are looking for when they're looking for auctions ending. So that could also have been a factor for sure. But I can't blame them. Gosh, I would look for a great deal too. So it's all fair. Like, I totally put my items out there, and if people got them and got a really good deal and can flip them, I think that's awesome. I have no problem with that. I just don't think it was worth all the work, all of the effort to ship, dealing with item not as described, dealing with combined shipping, dealing with non-payment, and just trying to manage the ones that nobody paid for, and how do I process those again. So all in all, I only made a few $100s in sales from these auctions, and it didn't really bring that much traffic to my store, period. So it just wasn't really worth it. Again though, I did not have fresh auctions and fresh listings. I think that would have made a total difference. These were stale listings anyway, and there was really no reason to assume that if they'd been sitting as buy it nows for this long, that there would suddenly be all kinds of attention and traffic to them now that they're at auction. I thought that I had some good brands I put up for auction, but nevertheless, they sold for hardly anything. The Lululemon tanks that I had sold for just like $1 or $2. I had a Pendleton plaid blazer that sold for just a couple dollars. Free People, some 7 for All Mankind dojo crops that I'd had for a long time sold for just a few dollars. These are some St. John knit pants that sold for just a few dollars at auction. I mean, again, I had those for a long time, but St. John's are a really nice brand. Again, totally my bad if I didn't like retake pictures. I could have done a better job putting these up myself. I just had them for a long time and just kind of wanted to offload them. These Valentino pants sold for just $6.50. This is like a designer brand. I should have just sent those to The RealReal. Not sure what I was thinking. So yeah, all in all, things sold for less than I was expecting. Didn't bring a lot of traffic to my store. Brought in some complications with buyers and complications with my account. In the future, I will just be probably pulling these items and donating them, or if I put them up for auction, taking photographs that are brand new and putting up new listings. So that is my story with the auctions. It was a disaster. But I want to hear your experience with auctions. Do you like them? How have they worked for you? I can see the benefit if you're getting things for really cheap, like at the bins or something, and you want to just do auctions and get that money back. It's kind of like a buy sell trade store. For me though, it was just a ton of work for not that much of an ROI. Thank you so much for tuning in today, you guys. I appreciate you all. And now you know what team I'm on. I'm on team buy it now. I just don't think I'll ever do it again. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want all kinds of content about running a business from home while being a busy parent. I appreciate you guys. Take care, and I will catch you next time.